Hey guys, welcome back to DonnyBoy13's channel, and we're back today with another episode of WWE Universe Mode. And welcome to Raw Extra! This is the second week of Raw Extra, and this first match here, where we see the Miz coming out ready for it, has a little bit of a backstory. See, as earlier tonight, in the back, we had Otis get attacked by the Miz and his partner John Morrison. They said the attack was caused by Otis being an embarrassment to the sport and an embarrassment to the division. I think it's because they're a bit ashamed of themselves for being lower down the pecking order in the tag team title race than Heavy Machinery are. Lucky that Tucker was in the back to scare him off. And Otis now on his way out, looking mean, looking angry. He wants a bit of revenge. Mandy Rose, of course, in there with them, and Maurice in with The Miz and John Morrison. Which of these two teams is going to get the upper hand in this match and perhaps put their name forward for a future tag team title shot? Well, The Miz goes up the top rope early, and Otis, not having anything to do with it, he just throws The Miz flying. And then Tucker comes in and does a little bit of a spinning, a bit like a Cesaro swing, apart from holding the head instead of the legs of the Miz there. And then Tucker decides he's going up the top, and a big splash off the top there from Tucker, taking it to the Miz. The Miz really should think twice perhaps before attacking Otis again when Tucker's going to be in his corner. And here we are, Tucker, big splash in the corner, sends him into Otis. And there you go, Heavy Machinery with the big move there. And the Miz coming in, managing to break it up in time with Morrison getting the arm up anyway, I think. And then it comes down to another tag team move for the Heavy Machinery, and it's a double shoulder block, which then leads into this double headbutt from Otis and Tucker. Otis really meant business in this match. No silly business from him today. But the Miz does, of course, get a few of his moves in. Get a few kicks in the corner. And then Otis just using that strength, using that rage that he has before the attack to get back the upper hand for his team. And a Vader bomb here to the Miz, squashing the life out of him. I thought that could have been it there, but he decides to go for a world's strongest slam in the corner. And it's a beautiful slam. I thought that could have been it as well, as he goes for the pin. And it's only a 2 count as John Morrison managed to break it up before the 3. And then the Miz out in the wrong corner, but he hits a backbreaker style thing on Tucker. And then Otis sent to the outside. Miz going in the corner and pummeling fists, raining fists into the head of Tucker. Trying to knock some sense into him, trying to be the men that say Otis is not worth your time. And then Otis sees that and gets the Miz in a bad situation as he goes for the Caterpillar, the most entertaining move in the business. This big man doing all them moves and hitting the elbow. And as he goes for the pin, Tucker takes the initiative and goes over and grabs John Morrison to stop him being able to break it up. As the 3 count gets hit, the third time the mat got hit, and the victory for Heavy Machinery. But I don't think that's going to be the end of these two teams. I think this story is going to continue. We'll have to see how it develops next week. For our second match of this Raw Extra, we have Andrade coming out to greet the fans, with, of course, his manager Zelina Vega and his partner Angel Garza also on his team in the corner of Andrade, as he's getting ready to take on another Latin superstar in Humberto Carrillo. And Humberto looks ready to take on Andrade. Andrade, of course, the sort of man who could be gearing himself up for title matches in the future, whether it be the world title or the mid-card title. I think this man's a shoo-in to be a champion in the future. Humberto taking it to him, probably trying to make a name for himself, but Andrade just too quick, too fast, too strong for Humberto with the bridge there, with only a 1 count. And then up on the shoulders of Andrade and down in there for the slam. 1, only a 1 count again. Humberto kicking out. Then Andrade with a knee to the midsection and going up the top rope. He turns himself around and he hits a lovely flip off the top, twirling in the air as he did so, and a massive boot taking it down to Humberto Carrillo. Calls Humberto back up, grabs the arm hook DDT, and that could be all she wrote for Humberto Andrade. Very impressive showing in his debut, probably sending a message to all of the WWE superstars and the WWE management saying, any title I want, I am going for, as he destroys Humberto Carrillo in that match. He's making a statement right there, ladies and gentlemen. And now the third match for this Raw Extra was supposed to be a match between Bronson Reed and Riddick Moss, but before the match could start, Riddick Moss comes out during Bronson Reed's entrance, and we've seen this a lot recently, and Bronson Reed's obviously been watching because he saw it coming. He turns around and takes the attack to Riddick Moss. He takes it straight to Moss, just slamming him around on this steel that is the entrance ramp. Not happy with the attack that Moss was trying to take to him, but also not caring about getting this match started, because obviously the match can't start till both men are in the ring. But they both just decide they want to have a little brawl up on this entrance way. Of course, Riddick Moss the one to start it, to initiate the attack, but Bronson Reed the one to get most of the damage in here. But Bronson Reed gets flipped over there by Riddick Moss, and a massive kick. And now Moss dragging him, perhaps trying to drag him down the ramp. Maybe he wanted to get in the ring for this, but Bronson Reed taking the elbows and running them into the midsection of Riddick Moss. Reed getting Moss up in the air, and a big Samoan drop before the punches rain down on Riddick Moss. And Moss getting just thrown around up here. Probably the wrong decision to go for someone like Bronson Reed, because Reed saw it coming and is absolutely laying waste to Riddick Moss with those big moves there. Oh, Moss tried to get Reed up, but Reed too big, too burly for Moss to get off his feet, and Reed just slamming down Moss with ease before hitting him with this brainbuster on the steel entranceway. Not a forgiving structure, that is. And this, ladies and gentlemen, massive move from Bronson Reed, which led into this brawl. The referee decided that this match is null and void. They're not going to have the match, so we'll have to see how this story develops also in the coming weeks, as Moss gets the final move in there. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Raw Extra. I will have to see you next time. Goodbye.